So in Excel, I have made an arrangement which just correlates with the RAM. So RAM doesn't look exactly like this, but this is a logical diagram of a RAM which shows that these all are memory cells. These are these. This is cell number 1, this is cell number 2, this is cell number 3, this is cell number 4, and like this, so many memory cells are there. Now, one question I would like to ask you, I mean, if you know, then just try to answer this. How many bytes are there, or how many memory cells are there in 1 GB of RAM? Let me answer this. As we know that a RAM is collection of memory cells. This is cell number, memory cell number 1, this is cell number 2, this is cell number 3, like this. And one memory cell is equal to 1 byte, and 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Look, this is first bit, second bit, third bit, fourth bit, fifth, sixth, seven, 8 bits are there. Now let me make the point more clear. What is bit? The full form of a bit is, you know it, binary digit. Oh yes, binary digit means 1 bit. 8 bit means what? 8 binary digits. It simply means what? It simply means that 1 byte of a RAM can store 8 binary digits. 0 and 1 are binary. Bi means 2, and binary is a number system. And the same way, you already know these things, but let me discuss this once again. Decimal is a number system. Decimal is derived from the word deca. Deca means 10. In decimal number system that we use, human use it. We use it, although you know it or not, but we use decimal number system. In that number system, we have deca. 10 digits are there, and using all those 10 digits, we represent any number. What are those 10 digits? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0 to 9, total 10. These 10 digits are there, which are there in decimal. That is called decimal number system. It is derived from the word deca. The same way, binary also is a number system which contains two digits, 0 and 1. Beside number system, binary is the language which computer understands. Or in other words, binary is the only language which is understood by computer. You all already know these things. In other words, I'd just like to say you that everything that you see in a computer, everything that is stored in a computer, everything that happens in a computer, all the things happens in form of 0 and 1, where 0 represents the presence of low voltage, 1 represents the presence of high voltage, and when a computer works, then signal of different, low voltage, high voltage, low voltage, high voltage, this kind of signal runs all along the computer or everywhere when the computer is on, and that those electric or electronic signal represents 0 and 1. And with the help of this 0 and 1, you well know I've already taken a special class with regarding this, that how computer understands everything in 0 and 1. Everything means what? Any character means any letter, a, b, c, full stop, comma, everything that understands in the 0, and any number could be converted to 0 and 1. Beside this, photos, videos, sound, images, anything, everything that you see in a computer are in form of binary digit, 0 and 1 bits. Okay, bit is what? Binary digit. I'd like to show you one more thing. Uh, so dear students, now I'm going to show you something. Look at this. 1 bit means 1 binary digit. 8 bit means what? 1 byte. This is again very important, although you know this, but still need to be revised. 1024 bytes one make 1 kilobyte. 1024 KB make 1 megabyte. 1024 MB make 1 gigabyte. Most of you know about this. GB, you know. Even 1 TB, most of the people know this. But what comes after terabyte? So 1024 terabyte make 1 petabyte. See how big these things are. 1024 petabytes, zettabyte. After zettabyte comes yottabyte, brontobyte. These are extremely, extremely, extremely large capacities. And 1024, 1 geobyte. Memory unit comes after this also, but this itself is very large storage capacity. 1 TB is 1 TB itself is a very large storage capacity. Normally, when you buy a laptop or desktop today, 1 TB hard disk comes with it. Now think of 1000 TB means what? Means the capacity of 1000 laptops. Correlate like this. 1000 laptops can be kept in, content of full 1000 laptops can be kept in 1 petabyte. And what is 1 zettabyte? 1000 into 1000. That is whatever we can store nowadays, 10 lakh laptops can be stored in 1 zettabyte. Think of. And similarly, you can relate this multiple of 1000. So dear students, I hope you might be knowing all these stuffs. So let us come back here. RAM. So RAM, this. So usually we do all have 1 GB of RAM, 2 GB of RAM, 4 GB of RAM. Nowadays, 8 GB of RAM are very common in advanced computers. Even in new laptop, still even today, 4 GB RAM is okay. But if you're purchasing a costly machine or heavy machine, heavy means high performance machine, then you'll get 8 GB of RAM. Even 16 GB of RAM also comes. 32 GB is also getting common day by day. These machines are very costly and has a high performance ability and all. So let us just try to know how many bytes are there in 1 GB. 1 GB contains 1000 MB, although it is 1024. And this is 1 MB. Now, how many MBs are there in GB? 10,024 MBs are there. How many KBs are there? This many. And how many bytes will be there then? These many. So if I'll press enter, then it will show you the number of bytes in 1 GB of RAM. This is the number of bytes. Okay. This is 1 Arab 7 crore 37 lakhs 41,824. Yani more than 1 Arab memory cells are there if we have just 1 GB of RAM, either in a mobile phone or in a laptop, in a desktop or anywhere. But nowadays, as I said, that 4 GB of RAM is very common. So with this, you can easily understand that how many such memory cells will. I have just written 28 here. But if you have 1 GB of RAM, then you have more than 1 Arab. These exact number of RAMs, memory cell will be there if you have just 1 GB of RAM. So drawing or making such a large memory representation is simply not possible in Excel, of course, because do you know how many rows Excel contains? Excel just contain, look at the last number, 10,48,576 rows could be only there in one sheet of Excel. And how many memory cells are there? 1 Arab 7 crore and all. So it's not possible to represent all the memory cell in Excel. No, but just for the sake of convenience, I've just made this diagram. Why? Our motto is to understand bitwise logical operator. Bitwise simply means we are working with bits. The bits that are stored in those are stored in the RAM. With them, we have to work. So, okay, student, let's now continue. And this is we have made ready so that we could use them. Let us erase the things and make the things clear. And we'll come to this later on. Let's keep the things a little side. The corner, okay. Now come here. In order to understand bitwise logical operator, you have to understand this table. What is this? This is known as truth table. Okay, what is truth table? This has been discussed, but actually, if you are understanding logic and bitwise logic, then you have to know a little bit about logic gates. Logic gates are something which has basically input points and output points. If you want to see a logic gate, I would like to show you with the help of an example. This is an example image of logic gates. This will help you to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so this kind of images are of logic gates. So let me show you in more detail. Better some article. Okay, only yeah, look at this. This is OR gate. This is NOR gate. This is AND gate. This is NAND gate. This is XOR. It's a XNOR. I will say, sir, what is this? This is not in our syllabus. So don't worry, children. Just try to understand. It's quite simple. Okay. I can see that these things might help you a lot. Look at this diagram. This is diagram of AND gate. AND gate. You can find it in the internet. As I said, Gate has some input points here. A and B is the input point. Q is the output point. Now it's telling you that if the value of A will be something and B will be something, what will be the value of Q? Look at this truth table. This tells you about the AND gate. If A is 0 and B is 0, what is 0? Just now while discussing binary, I just told you that when computer starts or electricity is running over there, then 0 represents the binary digit 0, and it's represented by the low voltage, and 1 is represented by high voltage. What is a low and high voltage? High voltage doesn't mean 11,000 volt. It's very simple. 0.5 volt normally represents 0, and 1.5 volt normally represents 1. This is high and low voltage, not 11,000 volt. Don't get confused in that way. So, and that we not usually call, because that obviously depend on the different devices. In mobile phone, the representation of 0 or low voltage may be different from what we do in the desktop. You can understand this. So despite of telling 0.5 volt and 1.5 volt or high voltage and low voltage, these stuffs are said, or these things are represented using this binary 0 and 1. And this overall system is called that computer only understands binary, that is 0 and 1, either the presence or the absence. So it's quite easy. A equals 0, B equals 0. It says that if through the AND gate, A is entering, B is also entering, the value of A is 0 and the value of B is 0, then what will be the output? The output will be 0. This is about AND gate. Now what will happen that if A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1, then also 0? Achha. Why so? So this is because the AND gate is meant for that. AND gate is designed for this purpose. AND gate do this. I'll tell you the reason also, but first let us see this. If A is 0 and B is 0, then also 0. If A is 1 and B is 1 and B is 1 and B is 1 and B is 1. If A and B both are 1, then only 1. And here comes AND gate or AND logical operator. Now, let me give you one example to better understand what AND actually means. Suppose you have to get your work done, some work done. Somebody told you that if you and your friend both will go to the principal, then your work will be done. Means going to principal of both of you is mandatory, is important. What is being said? If you and your friend will go, then only your work will be done. So this is one of the case where AND applies. Means if only one of you will go, then work will not be done. It is the same case. Here 0 represents false and 1 represents true, and that's why it is called truth table also. So don't get confused, children. 0 1 represents presence and absence, high voltage and low voltage, and false and true also. So these things. So if A is also true and B is also true, then the result will be true. Otherwise, in all other cases, things will be false. Means if let us correlate with the example just I gave you, going to the principal. If A is a student, B is a student, A also didn't went there, B also didn't went there. So what? Work is zero. False nahi hua, kaam nahi hua, it's false. Only B gone, then also work is not done. If only A went there, then also it's zero. And now the case when A and B both went there, then only one. So dear students, you have to remember this. And means both the conditions should be true. Both or all the conditions should be true, because since it is easy to understand the two inputs, so but inputs may be more. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, maybe there are a lot of inputs could be there. And output will be, of course, one only. One output point will be there. Many inputs could be there, but one output will be there. And what will be the output? That is decided by the gate. If all the condition will be true, then only true will be outputted from the output side. This is the design of AND operator. The same way OR operator, this is OR operator. OR means if you will go or you will go, any one of you will go, then your work will be done. OR is this. If A is 0, B is 0, nothing done, because nobody went there. No one is true. If A is false but B is true, then also work done. If A, oh, sorry, this is XOR. We are discussing OR. In this case also, if A is also is, if any one is true, then overall result will be true. If all the true, all will true, then of course it will be true. It will be only false in what case? If both the all the inputs are 0, then only it will be false. If any one of the input will be 1, then it will be 1. This is OR gate. What is XOR? Look carefully. If both 0, 0. If any one is 1, then 1. If all are 1, then also 0. This is exclusive OR, which is called XOR. So now I think that these things may be a little complicated for you to understand, but I'd like to request you all to watch this video again and again, and try from your side also to find some more articles over the internet, try to learn it. These things will help you to understand lot many other things that you will encounter in your future. So XOR this, and this is how we may just learn other things. This is NOR gate, not OR. NOR gate works how? NOR gate is just inverse of OR. Means in OR case, wherever the result will be 0, in NOR it will be 1. See this. In this case, OR is 0. Why it is 0? You know it. But in NOR, it is 1. In all other cases, it is 1. In NOR, it is not OR. Like NAND is also there. One is NAND. Means whatever the result of AND gate will be there, NAND will be the reverse of that. Okay, this is NAND. So one NOT gate is there. NOT always contains one input and one output. If input is 0, output will be 1. If input is 1, then output will be 0. See this. So you should watch this again and again and make your point very clear. So dear students, this is how we saw the logic gates. And if you have understood this, then now you are in position to understand this. Look, this table shows the same thing, but in the form of table. This is 0, this is 1. Sorry, this is A, this is B. In this case, both A and B are 0. So this symbol represents OR. Remember, students, this one, this where the mouse pointer is there. This represents OR gate, yeah, OR operator. Operator gate works same way. This ampersand symbol, or usually we say it AND in English. So this AND represents AND, of course. This is XOR, and this is NOT. NOT means just I so if 0 input will be 1, then output will be 0, and if input will be 0 and output will be 1. Now you might be wondering, if you are watching this for the first time, of why we are learning these things. Why 0, 1, 0? Arey bhai, the thing is, we are learning computer, and the 0 and 1 is the language of computer, and therefore we also need to know some basic, at least some basic things, like such things, these things, so that we could understand computer little more closely and better than others, so that we could manipulate or use this machine in a much better and more optimized way. This is the only purpose. And if you'll go for the higher studies, then also these things are going to help you. What these things need, just a little bit of time and effort, that's it. And I'm there to help you. So let us see the bitwise NOT. Now if you've understood this, let us once see this also. If A and B is 0, then OR means both are 0, so false. But AND also is all false. OR is also XOR. And NOT, A NOT, ये A का दिखा रहा है, सिर्फ A. If A is 0, then it will be 1. Come down. In this case, A is 1, B is 0. OR means if only one input is 1, then overall all the things will become true. This is true. But in AND, what happens? All the things should be true then only. But here B is 0, so the overall result becomes 0. XOR also works same as OR. The only difference is when all the inputs are 1, then it becomes 0. This is the difference between OR and XOR. A is 0 and B is 1. OR means if any one is 1, then all 1. AND means if any one is 0, then overall 0. XOR simple, same as OR with one exceptional case, which is in the last. And not A, you can easily find A is 0, then it is now 1. In this case, both are 1. So OR is also 1, AND is also 1, but XOR is also is 0. So this is the difference which comes, which is there between the OR and exclusive OR, which is XOR. So it will become more and more clear as we will proceed further. So let us now see the first operator, which is bitwise and NOT operator, also called bitwise complement. Yes, the word complement is there. The complement of 1 is 0, and the complement of 0 is 1. And the operator is this. It's called tilde. This symbol, which you may find in your keyboard, this tilde symbol represents NOT, bitwise NOT operator. For example, the number 42. This is the number 42, which is the following bit pattern. This is the binary code of 42. Now, how it came, you all know, but let me show you with the help of a function or a help of a calculator. That's better to watch. In every computer, there is a calculator. You just change the standard calculator to programmer calculator and just type any number like 42 and click the binary. So this is the binary. 101010. 101010. Why two extra zeros are there? It is just fully filling the 8 bits of a byte. Total 8 binary digits are there, out of which, as we just saw in the calculator, that 42 represent this. Look at this, hexadecimal 2a, 42 is represented like this. In decimal, 42 is represented simply 42. In octal system, this is a 4-hour number system. 52 and binary like this. See, it's fulfilling the 8 bits. Therefore, 00100 like this. Now, if we'll do, or if we'll use a bitwise NOT operator, then see what will happen. All the 0 will become 1 and all the 1 will become 0. This is the new thing. Now, let us find what this new number is. So if you want to find it, then select the binary and type 11010101. This is 213. This is 213 in binary. So using this bitwise operator, the value of that byte completely changed, and it is now 213. So this is what the bitwise NOT operator is doing. Now you might be wondering, what is the benefit of this? So dear student, we are just learning right now that this operator do this operator do this. What is the benefit? We'll only understand if we'll see example later on, not now. So the same way bitwise AND operator. And for AND operator, there must be at least two inputs, okay? At least two inputs. So two input will be there, then only AND operator could work nicely. So look at the work of AND operator. This is 42 and this is 15 written in binary. Now let us try to find the AND of these two numbers, 0 and 1, 0. As I said, for 1, all the inputs should be 1. Here 1 and 1, therefore 1. 0 and 1, it's 0. 1 and 1, 1. 0, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is the number. So 42 and 15 makes 10. Now you'll think that what we got when we get 10, what happened? It's not the summation, not the difference. What is this? So again, I'm admitting, again, I'm telling you, just wait and watch. You will understand it slowly, not in one go and one. So dear students, we'll see other or also work like the same way. We'll see furthermore operators in the next class. So see you in the next class because it's too long. Thank you, dear students.